Hey everyone, this is Big Bruiser Man. Welcome back to our Let's Play some Demon Souls. We are on to episode 5, and this time we are going to be going through the 4th Archstone, and that's going to be the Island's Edge. Now, this place we're going to be dealing with a lot of skeletons, as you can see here. They can roll to get behind you. All their weapons do some bleed damage. Pretty cool effect right there. Now, most of these enemies will drop soul remains, that right there. You can't use them to get your own souls out of it, unfortunately, but what you can do is you can use it to throw and have the enemies look somewhere else. And take care of this archer here. You can keep pulling these guys' attention one at a time. Top ourselves off here. Now we've got 2 archers up there that are going to be shooting at us. Pick up that soul. If you come back here, pick up another lotus. Now the soldier's lotus is what will actually cure your bleeding, so that's good to have in this area. And when we come back here, we're going to pick up another talisman of God. So if you don't want to deal with Act 5-1 and everything we went through there, you can come here and get one there. Now we're going to hang a left here and come through this tunnel, and I just activated a trap. If you hug the left wall, the shots will go right past you. You won't have to worry about it. Alternatively, you can also put up a shield and take the damage. That way, if you have a 100% block shield, it won't hurt you at all. So you have a couple options you can do. Now, here is one of the first dangerous enemies that we'll deal with, the red-eyed skeleton. He's got 2 katanas, and he can hit you very hard. And as you can see, I just did a backstab on him, and it's doing hardly anything for damage. So we're going to just keep staggering this dude until we kill him. Come on, give me back again. There we go. And he's down. Some more soul remains. Now behind this tree here, we have more soul remains. And a nice weapon right here is the Crescent Falchion. Now the Crescent Falchion is nice because with that Crescent ability added onto it, what it does is it gives it a way of scaling with intelligence instead of dex and or strength. So now you have a weapon that will do bleed damage and scales with your intelligence if you want to build that kind of character. We're going to go ahead and go up these stairs here. I'm going to go take on those archers. Got one, the other fell, so we'll have to deal with him in a minute. Now, as you can see, we've also got these manta ray looking monsters that are flying through the air. They can be bad because if they see you, they will shoot this spike at you, that does a decent amount of damage. But luckily, they're fairly weak. So all you need is a bow, or if you have a range magic that you can shoot at them and take them out anywhere from 1 to 2 hits. Now, if you look, there's another pressure plate right here that when we step on it, we're going to have multiple darts coming from these in the walls here. So normally what I'll do is when I step on it, just roll into the corner here and you don't get hit. Now we'll pick up our copper key here, and then we're going to start making our way back up. Now I'm going to go back down and deal with the archer right here. Go ahead and heal ourselves back up after that. And now, the way I like to proceed is if you come right here, we have a straight shot that we can walk past, and there's another skeletal archer. So we're just going to run straight through here, so that way he doesn't get any shots off. And we're going to start dealing with these guys. Now, one thing that you want to keep in mind when you're running down this hallway is that guy, when he's rolling, he can hit you and he can stagger you, and they can kind of just keep rolling and keeping you like that. So one option that you can do is like me, where you have long weapon that you can attack in front of you with, or if you have a shield, you can put it up to block their attack, so that way you can get an attack in. And we have a false wall here. But before we go through there, we're going to continue up. And as we come out here, we're going to walk up behind our archer friend, who we knocked down again. I'm going to go ahead and pick up this compound longbow and light arrows. Oh, you didn't fall all the way, did you? So, unfortunately, he fell in kind of a bad angle. Had to use a bow to take him out. But now he's done, and we can head back up. Now we went that way to deal with him. We're actually going to go this way now. Pick up some guidance, and we have another NPC. Sparkle Twinkle here is an NPC that you can actually trade things to. Now, we're not going to trade anything with them now. We're going to come over here where there's a item and a crystal lizard. Pick up the item and get the lizard before he gets away. Moonshade Stone. Now from there, we get to come back down here, and we're going to go through that false wall that we opened up. And as we get about right here, as I look around the corner here, you can see you've got an enemy right there, and there's an enemy further back right there. So we're just going to try and pull their intention to where they're in front of us here. And that one missed us completely, so we're just going to go ahead and take that backstab he gave us. Pick up our crescent moon grass. Now if you continue walking this way, we have another false wall. And there will be another pressure plate right here. This time I'm going to step on it and I'll put my shield up to show you that you can block the damage. See, it takes a little bit of stamina away, but you don't get any health damage. So now if we come back further into the tunnels here, you see we have a NPC that is stuck in this cage, which is why we went up and around and we activated that other trap to pick up the copper key, so we can get in here and talk to him. So let's go ahead and talk to our new friend.
You saved me. Heavens, I can't believe I fell for that trap. I suppose I owe you now. I'm Blige, a grave robber. It's thanks I can provide you with useful goods. Who couldn't do with a little help down in these parts? This shrine was used in a ghastly ritual by an ancient tribe. They have long perished, and now the demons have put the souls to work. At least here you're killing things that are already dead, like skeletons and shadow lurkers. That's what I like about this place. Better than killing those poor soul-starved humans, right?
Now, Grave Robber Blige here is a good merchant to have, because even though right now he only has a few basic healing items and other things that you could use, like sticky white stuff here and other weapons, he is the NPC that you're going to use because he sells arrows. Now, it doesn't look like he has much right now, just arrows and wooden arrows. But once we beat this first arc here, the very next time we run into him, he will have much more arrows for sale that we can use, from fire arrows, poison arrows, and stuff like that. So we're just going to buy a couple arrows, and then we're going to leave.
Satisfied? I'll have more for you next time. May we have a long and fruitful relationship.
Come back here, pick up our soul, and now we're gonna head out from the tunnels here. And as we're walking up, we have a familiar demon that we fought at the very beginning of this Let's Play. We have another gray demon. Now, if you don't have a bow or ranged magic, that mana ray that was flying above would actually be shooting at you the entire time we're fighting this guy. So luckily we took him out, and now it's just going to be us versus him. And you pretty much want to keep the same strategy that we used the first time, where you want to try and stay behind him as much as possible, and you just keep poking him in the butt until he's dead. Honestly, I thought he would swing on that one. There he goes. Down goes another gray demon. Go ahead and pick up his soul. And now, right over here, pick up another soul. Cloudstone shard, and the Cloudstone shard you can actually use for upgrading your shields. And come over to the broken well here, and we'll pick up our Kilij. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. And then some full moon grass. We're gonna come back here, and we have another one of those flying manta rays. I'm gonna take them out. And just behind this wall here, we have another hero soul. And be careful when you're picking this item up, because that is a death fall. We pick up another cloudstone shard. And the mana rays have a chance at dropping cloudstone shards, as you can tell down there. So just be careful. Sometimes they could fall in a bad spot and you might die trying to pick it up. Alright, now we're going to go through the fog gate. Take on our skeleton friends here. Now you do want to be careful when you're fighting here, because if you go too far back by this wall here, as you can see, we have another red-eyed skeleton knight, who we are going to deal with in just a moment. Now if you come back here, we have a ladder that you can go up. And now we're going to pick up some items from up here. Some half moon grass. Go across this plank here. And pick up a hero soul. Now, as you can see, we have more of the manta ray enemies. I'm going to pick up this other cloudstone shard. And then as they get closer, we're actually going to take them out so we don't have to worry about them later on. So sometimes you can get lucky when you're locked onto them and hit them. Other times you might actually have to try and angle your shot. And depending on the distance, will depend on the damage. I have to wait for him to get closer again. Too far away. There we go. Alright, now we'll turn around and pick up another Stone of the Ephemeral Eye. Now, if some people had a hard time with that last red-eyed knight, or red-eyed skeleton, what you can do is if you come here and you roll, you can land on that ledge right there, and then you can use range attacks to fight him to make it a little bit easier for you. I am just going to take him on. Bait the 2 katana lunge there. Get another backstab. And he's done. Picked up an Uji katana from him. Nice. And what he's guarding is the Adjudicator shield. Adjudicator shield's actually a pretty good tower shield if you want to use it. It does only block 90% of physical damage, but while you have it equipped, it will recover your health over time. Now, we have another item right here, but as you can see, there's another pressure plate. So when we step on it, we're just gonna hug this left wall here and let those all go by. Pick up our hero soul, and we're gonna keep going on. Now, before you go down, we have another hidden item right here. Just another hero soul. And then we can start going down the path right here. Now, as you can see, if we had those mana rays still above us right here, they would be shooting at us and making this a little bit more difficult for when we encounter our large skeleton knight friend here. Ooh, who fell with an item? A little disappointing, but it's okay. We've got another one right here. Take him on. Get a blade stone shard. And we're gonna come up to another here. He didn't drop anything. And I'm gonna go ahead and heal up before I come in here. Just in case. Go through the fog gate. Alright. Now we have a couple things that we're gonna get in here. First, we're gonna go up these stairs. Pick up another late moon grass. And then we're gonna come right here. And you see this broken beam? We can actually land on it, and we can walk across it to get right here and pick up our grave robber's ring. And the grave robber ring is pretty nice if you're going to be dealing with a lot of red phantoms. You can put it on and it makes it to where the red phantoms don't see you as well. And we got our lizard trying to get away. No luck for him. And if you keep going back right here, we got a regenerator's ring. And the regenerator's ring does the same thing that the adjudicator shield does, where it will gradually restore your health over time. Now, if you want to, you could actually do a whole build around the regenerator ring and the adjudicator shield and have a regen build. And it works fairly well. We got one more pressure plate here. And we have one more red-eyed skeleton. So let's go ahead and take him on here. Alright, keep coming up here. There you go. Getting a little aggressive. Alright. Pick up another blade stone shard from him. I'm gonna top ourselves off here. And we're gonna go ahead and take on the adjudicator boss. Now the adjudicator has a couple ways that you could take him on. His weak point is just like with Tower Knight where it's the head. So if you get to a good place where you can shoot, you could use your bow and shoot them in the head. But they can use their tongue for range attack to knock you down. The other option, if you don't have a good range attack, is you can come right here and you can hit him in his wound where he's bleeding. And even though it doesn't look like you're doing any damage, what you're doing is weakening him to where you can knock him down, and then you can hit him in the head. You just gotta keep watching out for their main weapons. Just keep rotating. There we go. So now you can see he comes down, and you can just wail on the bird that's controlling the adjudicator. I should have rolled out of the way on that one. And just like that, the adjudicator is down. Most of the bosses for the very first levels and all the archstones aren't too difficult. The adjudicator can be bad if you don't know to hit him in his weak part or where he has that gaping wound where he's bleeding. But come back up here. We're going to pick up our Stone of the Ephemeral Eye. Now let's go ahead and pick up our Adjudicator's Swollen Demon Soul. And we're going to head back to the Nexus now. Alright, so that is the first act of the 4th Archstone done. I will go ahead and see you guys in the next video. Take care now.